may not know, but if you follow me on my blog and, you know, seen more of my videos, not sure how you found me, but I have a daughter who has a milk and egg allergy, so that's kind of problematic when you're trying to find recipes for normal meals that you're used to making certain meals from a box, like pancakes. But you need eggs and milk when you use a box, so I've gotten to the point where I have to make these from scratch. I have searched all through Pinterest. I found this recipe because it seemed to be the easiest. However, I have changed how much of the ingredients that I do put in because we had to alter the taste a little bit, but that's fine. I will link the actual recipe down below in case you guys would like to start from scratch and, you know, maybe fix it yourself. But yeah, this is my way of making it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and let's get started. To start off, we're gonna need a bowl, some vanilla, salt, sugar, almond milk, and flour. The necessities of life. Okay, so first off, we're going to add 1 cup of flour.
There we go.
1 2 tablespoons of baking powder, which I forgot to show in the opening because I'm amazing like that. Then we're going to be adding a pinch of salt. That's probably more than a pinch. And now this is where it's going to get a little tricky. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of sugar, but I'm going to take my 4th cup that I have in my sugar container anyway, and I'm going to put in a 1/4 of a cup of sugar because I've noticed when I've made these before, it just wasn't sweet enough. It kind of, I don't know, had a bland taste to it. This is the other thing that I kind of just wing. It says 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I pour until I care. Ta-da. Last but not least, a cup of almond milk. Okay. And now we stir. Mix it all about. So it's going to be a little thin. I kind of let it set for a second after I've mixed it all about because to kind of try to let the ingredients mix and, I don't know, meld together, I guess you could say. But yeah. So, there's that. It's okay if it's a little lumpy. You kind of want it to be. I feel like all pancake mixes usually are. So, this isn't any different. Now, while your pancakes mix is kind of melding, I guess, you're going to go and turn your oven on to about a medium, kind of low medium, maybe. This is going to be a tricky part, is trying to figure out what how high you want to cook your pancakes on. So while your pan is heating up, because you want to do that, go ahead and get your butter out. You can grease your pan kind of however you want. I usually use butter in my pan because it just, I don't know, it's pancakes. I don't like butter on my pancakes, so this is kind of like the next best thing. So we're going to let that melt, coat our wonderful pan. Leave your butter out because you're going to always come back for it. Sometimes I use oil. Sometimes I will use butter. Sometimes I use olive oil. It really just depends on your mood, I guess. So now that we have our pan, we're going to go to medium just to get it a little bit warmer. Then we're going to get, depending on what size pancakes you want. I'm just going to use my half a cup but not fill it up just because this is what I have available to me at the moment. Okay, so we get a little bit of pancake mix like this. That first one is going to be buttery or oily depending on what you used. So that is not the consistency that I want. Okay, I did just try to add my first scoop of pancake mix, but it was kind of thin, so I went ahead and added like a teaspoon more of flour and to try to thicken it up. And that's how you can do it. You can just keep adding. If you feel like you've watered it down too much, you can add a little bit. Like, I think it's still probably a little thin, so we're going to see how this one turns out. The pan also may not be hot enough. I was also just kidding. It is a tablespoon, and I just added another tablespoon because I'm still just not happy with the consistency. I think I might have gotten it now. You just have to be careful on, no ma'am, you have to be careful when you add flour because it can turn into a floury taste, so you may have to counteract it with some more sugar or some more vanilla. It's just your preference. Also, at this point, whenever you're making your pancake, this is when you would add your toppings if you are a toppings person. Yeah, see, that's not working out, so we're going to start over again. Okay, I don't know how many at this point because I feel like it's constantly just not going the way I want it to go today.
I don't want my pancake cut off.
Why? You don't want syrup?
No, it's good.
Syrup's awesome. Syrup's awesome.
I just love eating it when it doesn't cut off.
So usually, now that it's starting to kind of bubble, which is what we want. Just checking the edges, and they're not ready. So once you've gotten it to where it's kind of bubbling, then you can go and flip it. The first one is always like a dud, I guess you could say. So now that our first pancake is done, let's go ahead and make the rest of them.
I said yellow, not
Awesome. I'm so glad that all my cooking videos go correctly.
I wonder if people like shape their pancakes, like cut it out and make their own kind of shapes.
Probably.
Yeah, mine's just a circle. I love circle pancakes. I'm gonna eat a circle pancake.
So that's how you make vegan pancakes. Hopefully yours turn out better than mine did. So real quick, we are going to do a little taste test. Yep. Syrup really hides your mistakes. And I don't understand why this keeps happening when I'm filming. Normally the pancakes come out flawless. Just kidding, they really don't. But it's kind of like a trial and error type deal. And in this case, I think I put too much vanilla. But that's the thing. With these types of ingredients, I guess you have to kind of go back and forth. I had before tried the recipe exactly, and it just wasn't right for us. We didn't like the taste. So that's when I play with it. And sometimes I add a little bit too much vanilla because I don't measure anything. I need to stop doing that. I need to y'all know what I'm doing. But this is how I cook. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. And if you like to see videos of me cooking, let me know, and I can try to put out some more of these random recipes that I come in contact with. And also, if you have any suggestions of any dairy and egg-free recipes, they don't have to be vegan, but I've noticed that a lot of recipes like that are vegan, and it's just easier to find. So, yeah, if you have something, you let me know, because I will take anything I can get at this point. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos that I put out of me doing random stuff, because that's just what I do in life. It brings me joy. I will see you all in my next video.